we talk about the fit for a second? I also have, look at these slippers. Okay. You guys, I can't lie. I saw a ballad of songbirds and snakes last night. I'm just gonna shut the door 1 second. I watched a ballad of songbirds and snakes last night, and Coriolanus snow has infiltrated the deepest corners of my brain, and I don't think I will find solace until the next white boy of the month comes along. So there's that. So if I seem a little out of it, it's because my brain floats off to a world where I believe that I could change him and we live happily ever after. Kevin. Anyways, today I just wanted to give you a little book haul, the last book haul of 2023. I went to Chapters and I ordered some online, and I'm not gonna lie, they were expensive. Books are horrifically expensive these days. Not sure what that's about, but really, really excited for these reads. A lot of them are really popular, like you'll definitely know the majority of them, but I do have a few that my dad gave to me and I haven't really heard of them before, but then I looked them up on Goodreads and they seem to have great ratings. The first book that I picked up was Babel by R.F. Kuang. I've heard so many amazing things about this book, and I'm a little late to the game because I know that this book has kind of had its time. I'm so excited to read it because I love a dark academia moment. Secret History is one of my favorite books of all time. I honestly don't think I've heard like a bad review of this book, but it follows the story of Robin Swift learning the art of translation in preparation for his enrollment at Oxford University's program. Heard that there's lots of magic in this. It's very whimsical. It's very like mysterious and a bit dark at times, which all sound like my cup of tea. I have another R.F. Kuang book on this list. She's just killing it lately, and I'm always happy to see that. Depending on if I like this one, I might just go ahead and pick up the Poppy War books because I haven't read those, and they also sound like they're right up my alley because I'm a fantasy war girly pop, love historical fantasy, love. So that is Babel. Okay, the second book that I got, Wayward by Amelia Hart. I just want to say, can we take a moment for this cover? My God, that's a nice cover. I think this book works like over a span of a few different years. On the back here it says 2019, 1619, and 1942. And it's all based inside this like whimsical cottage. It's very cottagecore, cozy core. It follows the story of 3 women. I know that there are witches and magic in this book, which take me back to my witch phase during COVID, which I think we all went through, didn't we?
Say yes.
I don't want to be the only one who went through a witch phase. I was casting spells on people, and now come to think of it, thinking about where those people are now, it just might have worked. So I'm so excited to read Wayward. I think it's going to be very atmospheric and very cozy, anything witchy and magical, right up my alley. So that's Wayward. Okay, people.
Wow. Hey, people.
This next one is probably the one that I'm most excited about, and that is Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I absolutely adore ACOTAR. I read both the Crescent City books, patiently awaiting the third. I'm planning on doing a review of House of Sky and Breath before House of Flame and Shadow comes out because I've got some thoughts. But anyways, I have not finished the Throne of Glass series, so I had to pick this little baby up the other day because I need to finish it. I am so excited, because I remember the first 2 books I absolutely loved. I was just so immersed and tuned in. And I know that this is the one where the main love interest comes in and he's a blonde man. I'm in my blonde man era, you know? I used to be like, as a man, why are you blonde? But now I'm like, as a man, why are you not blonde? So Rowan, I'm excited to fall in love with him. I know that I will, and another few weeks of my life will be taken from me from thirsting over a fantasy character. Can't wait for that. So that's Air of Fire. The next book that I have on this list is a book that my dad actually lent me, and I'm really excited to read it. I'm not usually a historical nonfiction reader, but this one just sounded really interesting and really scary and terrifying to me, so I was intrigued. That is Endurance by Alfred Lansing. This book follows the crew of the Shackleton Polar explorer Ernest Shackleton. So the guy's name was Shackleton. I think he named the boat Shackleton too. There's a Shackleton in there somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. They are taking a voyage to Antarctica when their boat gets stuck in the ice and all 27 of his crew have to figure out a way to get out. Obviously, it's very high stakes. It's a true story. This actually happened. I'm really, really excited to read it because it just sounds very creepy and eerie. And I would like to try reading nonfiction for once because I live in a world of delusion and I need to have a reality check once in a while. So that's Endurance. Unfortunately, we had to change settings because my parents got home. I have a cute little bookcase behind me. Okay, the next book, Dad gave me this book as well, is Atomic Habits by James Clear. You all know, you've heard of this book before. I'm actually almost finished. It's good. It's just about, you know, breaking bad habits, learning how to develop new habits. But I like the way that he explains it because he explains it in ways that make it easy for lazy people, i.e. myself. Like when my dad gave me this, I was like, okay.
What are you trying to say exactly?
I am liking it so far. He makes really interesting points. One of my favorites being that we as a society love instant gratification, and when we don't get it, get pissed off and we just want to quit. And really the real change only begins when... What? What was that? Real change only begins when you actually change the true identity deep down and not just forcing yourself to go through the motions every single day. So I really like it. I'm definitely going to implement a lot of things that he says in this book. The next book that I got is Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. I believe this book is the story of a white author stealing the identity of an author of color. I am very, very excited to read this book as I've only heard its amazing reviews. I think it'll have great commentary on the systemic racism that we are facing as a society, which is still very prominent. I know that it is still extremely prominent in the author community, so I'm super, super excited to read this. That is Yellowface. I keep changing my hair, but it's just really bothering me and I'm not feeling myself today. The next book that I got is Homo Deus by Yuval Noah Harari. This book is following his previous book, Homo Sapiens. And this book is basically terrifying because it explains where we as a human race is going, and basically all of our efforts to beat death itself. You can see I've already started this book. I'm not very far into it, but it is very captivating, so I think I'm gonna finish it pretty soon. I'll just read the back for you because the back is a little, it's a little too close to home. War is obsolete. You are more likely to commit suicide than be killed in conflict. Famine is disappearing. You are more at risk of obesity than starvation. Death is just a technical problem. Equality is out, but immortality is in. What does our future hold? This is the next stage of evolution.
This is Homo Deus.
If you're feeling especially existential, you probably shouldn't read this. I always feel especially existential, so I probably will delve deep into a state of depression for a few days. Sometimes I'll read it and then I'll be like, okay, I have to put it down for a few minutes and watch a happy video or switch to a fantasy book because with the real world is hard. It's hard and it's scary. So that is Homo Deus. This next book is also a book my dad lent me, Deep Work by Cal Newport. This is a book about learning how to work hard and avoid distractions in a world that is full of distractions. Once again, Dad, thank you so much for lending this to me. Sure, you weren't trying to say anything to me subliminally, but I actually am excited to read this book because I am trying to not be on social media as much. I really should delete TikTok, but I can't right now
Because I need to keep watching Thirst Traps with Coriolanus Snow.
It's not very big, so I think I should get through it pretty fast. But yeah, that's kind of like a not very exciting book, but... And the last book, highly anticipated, extremely late to the game, haven't read it, going to try and read it as fast as I can, and that is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Now, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on this guy. Some people absolutely loved it, said it was the best thing ever they've ever read in their entire lives ever. Other people said that it was trash.
It's trashy trash, stinky, poopy trash.
However, I am a simple girl. You give me a tall, dark, handsome man with some tattoos. Guess what? I'm gonna fall in love with him. I will probably buy the second. I'm just gonna predict. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I love him and I need more. So that's my prediction. But leave a comment down below if you liked it. I would love to know your opinions on it because I'm going in it blind. I haven't really looked much into the plot because I just like when books are more of a surprise to me. I don't like knowing everything about them. I do have to say though, I think the fly or die on the top is a little cheesy. But again, I'm a simple girl. I'll do cheesy. I'll do cheesy. Okay, everybody, that is my final book haul of 2023. I hope that you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment and let me know what videos you would like to see me do more of. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.